Today in Anime Adventures, I show you how to AFK the brand new winter event game mode. Now, I haven't seen any other tutorial on YouTube about this. I might be the first, I might not be. I don't know, I didn't really do that much searching. But yeah, if I am the first, you're about to see the best method to AFK the winter event. This is the informal macro showcase. Let's go right on into the video. Babble, babble. Hey, okay, so informal macro now. As for what this is and is it bannable, is it a virus? First of all, no, it is not a virus. Second of all, no, it is not bannable. And last but not least, it is basically a macro similar to Time-lapse, but instead of you having to record and do this and that, all you have to do is just input some numbers here and there, and yeah, just click. It's basically 10 times easier than Time-lapse, 10 times more efficient. And hey, listen, the focus of this video, you can AFK the winter event, which you cannot do with Time-lapse, okay? That is impossible with Time-lapse. But yeah, you can do it with this. Now, the Discord is going to be linked down in the description. So yeah, here we go. I'm going to go ahead, open it up, and showcase how to use it. Alright, so now that we're here on the thing, first of all, the website to download this is linked in the description alongside the Discord. Once you open it up, the file explorer, whatever, it should have a folder, like a little file saying main. You want to click that, and here we go. We have this prompt. Now, they have many different options. They have gems. They have the Platinamic raid for like Kid Buu and Vegito, stuff like that. And also have Rain Village Act 1, and then they have AOT Infinite. But what we're looking at is the winter event. Now, as you can see, it brings a little box here. Now, I cannot solo the winter event. That is why they have a Discord like channel to like find other people and stuff like that. So yeah, this is completely compatible. You could do this with multiple different people that have the macro. It's really good. It is overall really good. Also, let me make this clear. This is not leeching. This is you doing it yourself, you being a hard worker, and this is 10 times more efficient than leeching. Now here I'm gonna make my own little config type of thing just to show you guys. But in the Discord, they have a channel where people post their configs. You can even post your own. It just makes things easier, and that's usually what I do. But just for this video, I'm gonna do this. Now this right here is going to be the team that I'm going to be bringing. As you can see, it's not overpowered units. It's nothing too crazy. But yeah, I should be able to get a good amount with this. Obviously not solo, but with other people. Now the way you set this up is, first of all, down here on upgrade mode, you always want to set that to multi, because multi is the best, because when you have multi on, you can select what upgrade you want for multiple things. You could click 11, and then later down the line you can go 12. I'm sorry if you heard that. Somebody joined my Discord call. But yeah, let's set some ground rules. So first of all, the way you set a unit is here. Unit slot. You want to select slot. It goes from left to right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's say I want to place down my ons. I click 1. Now for the winter event specifically, you don't want to select coordinate because it does absolutely nothing. And remember, try to make this something you can remember. I just do random numbers. I like to do 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, stuff like that. It just makes it much simpler. But yeah, here we go. I want to place down my ons, right? I click 1, 1. But hey, 1, 1 would be all the way on the top left. No, it won't. This is the winter event macro, so just trust me, it'll work. Now, another thing. Here where it says upgrade. Now, when you place a unit, you do not want to set this to upgrade 6, because that'll break the macro. Instead, what you want to do is you want to go to the next one, or however many long you want. And you want to go up here to the left box, and you want to see what unit is it on. If it's on 1, I do 1. If it was on 3, I would do 3. But it's on 1, so I'm gonna do 1. And then right after it, here is when I want to do the little upgrades. So here, let's say I want ons all the way up to upgrade 4. I would put it at 4 there. Then I could do, for example, 3, 4, 5. And at a later date, I could go back to it again and put it even higher. What is so good about this macro is how reliable it is and how easy it is to set up. If you don't understand anything I just said, I am so incredibly sorry. Just join the Discord. They explain absolutely everything. Now, for this macro, you do need to put your graphics all the way down. It just makes things easier. Now, if I run this here, you'll see that it won't work. Now, why won't it work? Because let's say I move my camera at all, nothing like this, and then I try to start it. See, it's not gonna work. So what you want to do is you want to start the macro as soon as you join the lobby. Well, not as soon as, but you just can't touch your keyboard, your mouse, nothing like that. You just want to start the macro. So I'm gonna go ahead and rejoin here just to give you an example. All right, as you can see here, we like recently joined the lobby. I haven't touched my keyboard, nothing like that. And now I'm going to click F1. And now, as you'll see, it'll go here. It'll take me all the way to the left. It'll click play here, and it'll wait for it to start, and it'll do all the things. Actually, you know what? I'll let it go just so you can see how it places down the units. So as most of you guys should know and probably do know, the winter event is randomly generated. So there's no definitive way to like macro it with tiny tasks and stuff. That's why informal macro is so good here. Now, if you want to keep track of something, look at the bottom left there. I'll do a little zoom. It says current process. That tells you exactly what it's doing. As you can see, it's teleporting to spawn. It's zooming out now. And see, on the current process as beam top right. Then changes the setting to click to move just so it can move directly to it. And then see, it is trying to place my ons. It is going through all the possible locations that it could place it, and it is trying to place it. Now, as of right now, it does not have any card selection technology, but they are actively working on this macro here specifically. So it'll probably have it by tomorrow morning. I'm not even gonna lie, they are insanely quick with this. And as you can see there, it placed down the ons. It is now doing the second step. As you can see, unit 2 step, it is trying to upgrade it to upgrade 4. Now, I could, after this, do, like, Unit 3, this, that, bing, bang, a bunch of stuff, and just have the macro. It is so incredibly simple. These are the basic fundamentals you need to know to be able to actually do macros and make macros and stuff. So, yeah, you basically know it all. Now, as you can see, it even killed the boss. It killed the boss. It is gonna do this. Now, I could probably just beat this and macro this overnight with just ons alone. But, you know, what's the fun in that? We can go all the way up to 50 if we get other people to join. Also, another thing I want to note, do not put DPS units in the last 2 slots. Because no matter what, it is going to reserve those slots for farm and buff units. So always make sure to have your main DPS units in the first 4 little boxes. And if that doesn't make too much sense to you, just you'll figure it out later on when I'm making the advanced macro. But yeah, this is working pretty well. I could probably just leave this here, but I want to move on. I want to show you some more cool stuff. Let's go. Alright, so now what I want to show you is the farm units, this and that, and how that works. So I'm going to go ahead, change unit 2, and I'm going to put this to 6. So the unit slot is going to be my Boma. And obviously, as I told you guys earlier, when you're first placing down the unit, it has to be at 0. Alright, so I changed the X and Y to 2 because otherwise it would go to the same as this one, and we do not want that. In fact, what I'll do is I'll put Boma first, and then I'll put ons, just for convenience sake. Now, not only am I going to showcase the farm, the last 2 slot things, I'm now also going to show you a little bit more advanced stuff, so just work with me here. There we go. On unit 3, I'm going to now do our second slot, which is our Ice Claw. Now on upgrade 4, I'm going to make another one. I'm going to place down a second Ice Claw. Now the way we do this is we have the same unit slot, but we have to change the X and Y position. So I'm going to set it 4 and 4. And now let's say I want to upgrade the first Ice Claw, the one I placed down over here in unit 3, little page box thingamabob. Well, what I would do is I would go up to this box. I think I showed this earlier, but I would type 3. And now I just have to do boom and set the upgrade I want. Now I want to have Ice Claw to upgrade 4, but now I want to do this one. So I do 4, and then I set it to upgrade 4 as well. But let's say, hey, wait, I messed up here, and I wanted to put Bulma here instead. It's simple. You just have to do 2, and then let's say you want Bulma at upgrade 6. You then move this here 3, change it to 4. Next page, 4, and change it to 4. It's that simple. We could just move it down the line, this and that. So I'm gonna do this attempt just to show you guys how it works. So let's go. Now, as you can see here, we have loaded in, and it's going to do the whole little setup thing again. Now, since we changed the config, it is now going to do it differently. See where it is trying to place the Bulma? It is trying to place the Bulma at the top. That's why you want to reserve the last 2 slots, and you don't want to use DPS. Because if you do, then you're going to have this little thing issue mabob here. Your DPS units are going to be all the way at the top and nowhere near the center. You see it placed down the Bulma. Now it is trying to place down the ons. Now it just keeps going until it actually succeeds. Now it won't go all the way to the bottom of the screen. It'll go like I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain, but yeah, it'll go a little further down and then it'll just stop, reset back to the top, and go all the way down again. Yeah, see, now it is placing down the Ice Claws, and now it is trying to place down the second Ice Claw. It can't, it doesn't have money. It's gonna keep trying until it succeeds. There we go, it succeeded. Now it should go to ons. Now, as you see, I said it was gonna upgrade Bulma. This isn't the macro's fault, this is my fault. As you can see in the config, I put on like the unit 5 box, I put unit slot 1, so it thinks it's supposed to be upgrading ons, but in reality it's supposed to be upgrading Bulma. Yeah, that's on me, my bad. But as you can see, it works. Now I am genuinely confident in this, so I'm gonna go ahead and take a poop. Yeah, I've been holding this in for a while. I'll be back. Alright, and there we go. I am back. I managed to take a poop, and this is still going. Now, obviously, I did it wrong. I accidentally put it to upgrade ons, but if I did it right, it would be even better. So yeah, this is the informal macro. It is the best macro out there. I've seen other macros here and there. They're not it. Trust me, informal's the way. And yeah, I'm going to AFK this overnight. See how many of the little star thingies I can get. Yeah, I'll catch back with you guys tomorrow. Yeah. Also, by the way, just so you guys have a reference as to how much I had before the AFK and after, this is how much I have right now, right before I go to bed. So we'll see how much I have in the morning. Alright, I'm gonna record this bit of the video real quick. I'm in the middle of a Valorant match, so I gotta lock in here. I don't know how much this is. I think this is 60k, 50k. I got 60k, about 60k overnight, and I was doing it by myself as well. I want you guys to know that. I had no help. 60k overnight is insane. My units aren't even that good. So yeah, and on top of that, I wanted to tell you guys about the update. First of all, you don't need to have the last 2 slots for farms anymore, because they actually added a setting. I'll put it up on screen, but they added a setting where you could just select if it's hill, ground, or farm. So don't worry about that. Secondly, they also added the card select. Remember, this all happened while I was asleep, so they are working on this insanely fast. Have fun AFK and have fun grinding, and hopefully you guys get Eisen. Bye-bye.